We'll try this video again. How are you doing? Today is the 8th day of May 2023. Scott is not safe for life. That is the tag that is now placed on my video that I made last night, that I had problems making last night. Lots of problems making last night. And I showed you while I was making the video. Well, now that video is hidden. Or it's behind a fucking warning on Bitchute that my video itself is, and I quote, not safe for life. Not safe. It's not suited for work. It's not safe for life. At any point in time in your life, even at home, even in the safety and security of your own fucking living room, if you pull up my video, you might just fucking die instantly. That is what Bitchute, the bastion of free speech, is saying about a news report that I did on the shooting that took place in Allen, Texas. By the way, I also mentioned how close that fucking shooting was. To McKenzie International Airport, which is a small little airport where private planes fly back and forth to Mexico and places like that. That's Bitchute. Twitter, I had Twitter, the first video I did of this a minute ago, unfortunately, showed the thumbnail from my Bitchute video. The not safe for life one. Jesus Christ. How fucking pussified are we? How pussified are we? That you can't see a picture of somebody, an assailant who's dead, and evaluate it. I didn't show pictures of the fucking victims. I specifically mentioned I'm not showing pictures of the victims. But the assailant? How pussified are we? Let me tell you something. And I'm just going to fucking toss this right the fuck out there. Bitchute had no problem showing the video released by the glorious cops shooting a 110-pound fucking trans woman, man, who the fuck knows. They had no problem showing that. That was suited for life, according to Bitchute. They actually showed a cop running up on them, lying there fucking dead, shot. They had no problem with that. That was suited for life. Until, of course, people noticed the shoes were different. But up until then, it had been suited for life. No problems. There's all kinds of fucking images you can pull out. You can pull up fucking images of JFK being shot and his head, pieces of his head, blowing out the back of his fucking head. And as if maybe he was shot from the front. You can watch that video all day long on Bitchute. That is suited for life. But a dead assailant who has just killed a bunch of people because you're looking at the fucking Quixotic fucking tattoo on his hand, that's not suited for life? That's a little bit odd, don't you think? Let me tell you something. Bitchute censors. If one photograph was mostly responsible for ending the fucking Vietnam War, it was a photograph of a little fucking girl, I believe it was a girl, or boy, naked, running down the street, road, really, after being burned with our fucking napalm. That was a gripping photograph. It was a child, naked child, by the way. And that went all over the fucking world. And it caused outrage, rightly so, about what we had been doing. That was a long time ago, Scott. I mean, shit, that was pre 9/11. The whole world was different. You know, it was post 9/11. The pictures coming out of fucking Abu Ghraib, which, by the way, also showed dead people. Dead people who had been tortured to death. It also showed naked people in a pile being tortured by a sadistic little bitch, who, by the way, was being paid with your tax dollars. That was news. And I'll give you one more example since you want to bring up fucking 9/11 and the world changed. 9/11. Ever heard of the falling man? That was a picture that went global. And it symbolized the horror of that fucking day. A man had either chosen to end his life on his own terms, or as he was trying to climb down on the outside of the building because the building was on fire, he had lost his grip and fallen. And he was falling headfirst towards a horrific end. But that moment when he was still alive was terrifying. It conveyed everything about that day in one simple snap of a button. Images have power. Some people at Bitchute might be of the impression that images like this will do nothing but inflame the fucking right to say, look, everyone's talking about him being white supremacist. He's certainly not white. So ergo, they want to make sure it's not suited for life. You can't fucking see the image. I beg to differ. What you see is the result of some jackass trying to fucking, whatever reason you want to ascribe. Is it a fucking false flag event? Is it some dude who just went off? Whatever the fucking point is, that image speaks volumes. It is very much suited for life, safe for life. In fact, some might argue it might help make life safer. Why? Because people will come to an understanding. That's what you get. If you're going to do something like that, that's what you fucking get. It might also be important to look at because as I have had to modify said image, it might be important to notice that this guy's rig is not that of somebody with 6 hours of fucking training. Which, according to the official reports, which I will talk about in the next video, according to the official reports, that's how much time he had. 6 hours of proficiency, of firearm proficiency training. That rig does not denote that in any way, shape, or form. That rig is something that somebody who has a bit more than 6 hours of training has. It also shows you, those are each, I count 6 or 5. 4, obviously, maybe the ones on the side are different. Maybe that's another fucking weapon. We'll go with 4. 4 additional extended fucking magazines. That guy had just gotten started. That image is important because there's much to learn from it. Not the least of which is his Quixocoatl fucking tattoo on his hand. That is Quixocoatl. It is Aztec. And it is a very common, Aztec tattoos are very common south of the border in Mexico. But that's what that is. There's no doubt about that. It is Quixocoatl. Now, what does that mean? I am not sure. As I said, Aztec and Mayan tattoos are very popular in Mexico, as one would imagine. It's part of their heritage. However, somebody with a Quixocoatl fucking tattoo, correct me if I'm wrong, wouldn't seem to be the first one you would assume to be all about that fucking white supremacy. Maybe that's one of the reasons folks complained and wanted that fucking video hidden away, out of view, because it's not safe for life. I was shocked. I've seen Bitchute do stuff before that was questionable, but nothing like this. Nothing like this. Especially considering you can watch JFK's brains get blown out all over the back of his fucking trunk of that vehicle, almost as if the shot came from the front. You can watch that all day long. That's safe for life. You can watch the video of that young girl, the 110-pound girl with 2 different pairs of shoes on, being shot to death by cops and lying there dead or bleeding out. You can watch that all day long. That's not a problem either. And I haven't looked it up, but I'm pretty sure Falling Man is on fucking Bitchute someplace. Probably not behind a not safe for life fucking firewall, which is the only way I can describe it. So you have to ask yourself, what's the difference? What's the difference? Now, I've been fighting with my computer and with what's going on with the internet all morning long in order to bring you this short video. Is that what the problem is? Or is that what the problem is? Either way, there's a problem. Either way, something is amiss with Bitchute, because I am, according to Bitchute, not safe for life. Most people will find upsetting. What do you think about, how upsetting was that video of fucking the Twin Towers collapsing? How upsetting was that? Was it news? They showed that shit on loop for 12 hours straight on every fucking news outlet. To the point where, I don't know how many of you were alive then or were adults then, to the point where I'd come back from work and I hadn't seen it. I'd heard it live because I was listening to NPR, building a set of doors. And I came back and I watched it for the first time, and it was extremely upsetting. But it was something we had to see. Some people will argue that seeing even the victims, it didn't used to be, the victims don't deserve this, the families of the victims don't deserve to see their family members on the... What do they deserve? Seriously, what does that word deserve mean? They don't deserve that. They didn't deserve to have their fucking family member killed. Do you think the one thing that's the most important thing to them right now, the parents of that unfortunately passed away, a 6-year-old child, a 5-year-old child. Do you think that's the most troubling thing they had to go through this week? Is to know somebody has an image of their child dead? Or is it the fact that the child is fucking dead? Hiding the results of these things may possibly be, certainly hiding the results of what happens to these assholes. I don't care what side you come down on. Is it authentic? Was it fucking false flag? It doesn't matter. The asshole who did it is lying there dead. And that should be a strong, powerful message sent to people who might think about doing something like this in the future. That's how that individual went out. If you're thinking about doing it yourself, you can pretty much assure yourself that's what you're going to get. That's a powerful message. The argument can be made. Guns have fucking repercussions. They are very real. We see these fucking sanitized reports on these stories. We see the grief from the families. That's understandable. That's awful. And that should be the fucking in the news. We see, the cops running around. Sometimes we'll see, action sequence where somebody is running and trying to. We'll see fucking everyday victims, people who happened to be there, now being treated like fucking suspects, walking around with their hands over their fucking heads, so the cops feel better when they walk by them. Why is that? These people were victims. These people were just in a situation which is traumatic, and now I gotta make the fucking cop feel better, showing him I ain't got no goddamn gun in my hand? Fuck you. You're here to look out for the victim. Not me, I wasn't there. But if I was, you're here to look out for the victim. You understand that? You understand the concept? I'm not here to make you feel better. The whole concept reeks of it's us versus them. Cop mentality. Everybody is a possible fucking shooter. How much do we have to give of ourselves in our society to keep the fucking police happy? To keep them feeling safe in their fucking job? Is it not enough you're wearing a fucking $900 goddamn vest the taxpayers paid for? That you were allowed to carry weapons the taxpayers can't fucking carry, but they paid for you? And ballistic fucking helmets and... Stop it. Stop making the fucking people walking away. Oh, okay. I'm not one of them. I'm just a victim. I'm having a heart attack. Stop it. I'm sick of that shit too. At what point in time are we going to come to the real? Stop it. The shit's over. You already know the cop has killed the dude, and yet you're going to make everybody walk around like this? Why don't you just put tattoos on their arms and put them in fucking cattle cars? So, Bitchute, Twitter, both Elon Musk's Twitter. Both running around doing the bidding. I told you in the video yesterday, which some of you might not be able to see. I told you in the video yesterday that because you can't watch it on my blogger channel. It locks up. It's just done. You can't see it. So Bitchute is effectively fucking censoring the news of this. I told you on my fucking video yesterday. I said, what did I say? I'm lost. I'm flustered over this goddamn censorship shit. It just pisses me off. Told you a number of things on my video yesterday. I just lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. It's a senior moment. It's aggravating. It's infuriating. We don't know what happened with this shooting. We don't know what still there's no motive. All the news reports are saying he's a fucking white supremacist. He's a white supremacist with Quetzalcoatl on his fucking hand. I can shut that off. So, but he's a white supremacist with a Quetzalcoatl fucking Aztec fucking tattoo on his hand. How that works, I don't know. He's had 6 hours of fucking training, according to the official reports. And he looks like, that rig looks like it was put together by somebody with a lot more training and experience than 6 hours. So I don't know what's going on. But my guess is that airport less than fucking 12 minutes away might have something to do with it. Anyway, I'm going to see what I can do with fucking Bitchute. And I'll see if I can post this. If this is the end of my fucking... Because Bitchute's probably not going to like what I'm saying here. And if this is now the end of my Bitchute fucking career... I'll do what I can and put stuff on YouTube. That's fucking self-censored. So mark my YouTube channel down, and then I'll go back to writing until they take that away as well. We know this is happening. This is going to happen, so it's just a matter of when. I am disappointed in Bitchute because this is just fucking ridiculous. Not suited for life. Not safe for life. Oh my God, I'm watching this fucking video. Your head blows up. How fucking stupid. How pussified is that shit? How fucking pussified is that shit? Oh, it's not suited. You can't see a picture of blood. Here's a video of JFK getting his head blown off 16 times in high resolution. Zoom in, zoom in. Back and to the left. Back and to the left. Back and to the left.